Your message is important to us. Please hold. Your message is important to us. Please hold. Your message is important to us. Please hold.
Looking for great value home insurance? Don't go online for an anonymous corporation who takes your money and abandons you. Choose High House, your local insurance company. High House Insurance don't pay to be on comparison websites, so your premiums are better value. For a free, no-obligation quote, call 606 552. High House Insurance. Local, reliable insurance. High Street, Selsey.
Good morning, John. How are you this morning?
Yes, not so bad. Thanks very much.
Looking quite bright outside again, isn't it?
It is,
eh?
yes.
I've got quite a varied programme this week to talk about, starting with Tuesday the 11th of August. We've got a bouncy castle day at the Selsey Centre from 10 till 3 p.m. I wonder if that's for adults. I'd love to have a go on a bouncy castle, I think.
Yeah,
Might cheer us all up, mightn't it?
There is one later on with something to do with the cream tea as well.
Well, bouncy castle and cream tea. I don't think that's
not together, no.
No, well, this one says it's got a separate room for toddlers, incorporating the soft play. That's at the Selsey Centre. Bounce all day for just £2. Parents are free, and refreshments are available until 2 p.m. So that's Tuesday, August the 11th, something for the little ones to do. Again on the Tuesday, we've got Selsey Writers' Circle meeting, and they meet the authors afternoon in St Peter's Church Hall from 2 to 4 p.m. Admission is free, and a popular afternoon for readers and writers to get together and have a little chat. That's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
John, on Wednesday the 12th of August, we've also got the Wednesday workout. That's what we could do with, you know.
We could do.
We could, yeah. A gentle, total body exercise to music class. Perhaps not. No, these music classes are never gentle exercise, are they? They have, you know, what somebody else thinks is gentle exercise and what I think is gentle exercise.
Exactly.
I sit in a chair and wave my arms about. That's gentle exercise.
Enough, yeah.
Normally £4 a class. But it's free as a one-off introductory offer and held at the Selsey Centre from 9:15 to 10:15 in the morning on Wednesday the 12th of August. So go get your Wednesday workout. Also on Wednesday the 12th of August, Movies for Youth presents The Empire of the Sun. A British boy living in Shanghai becomes separated from his parents when Japan invades China. It's held in the exhibition hall in the town hall. Doors open at 6:30 p.m. and the film starts at 7 p.m. with free admission. I think it's really good, doesn't it? Eh?
Yeah.
Get a free film. Lovely. Again on Wednesday the 12th, you're going to be busy on Wednesday if you do all this, but this is my favourite one. It's a wine tasting evening in Town Hall. From 7 till 9 o'clock, entry is £2.50 a person. Available from the Selsey off licence, good old Andy there. Telephone 602 727 or available on the door. That's good, nice wine tasting evening. On Thursday the 13th of August, the Crafty Aunties Market with wool, buttons, knitwear, jewellery and gift cards, etc. are being held in the Town Hall from 10 till 3 p.m. Admission again is free and includes some craft lessons for children. For further details and booking for the classes, telephone Helen on 07785 546 250. On Friday the 14th and Saturday the 15th of August, I told you it was a busy week, didn't I? I said that. I said it's a busy week this week. The 13th, fantastic End of the Pier show.
Now that is excellent.
Is it?
Yeah,
I've never been.
Every year it's fantastic. They do a little sketch called Jobs.
Oh, yeah?
And it is fantastic.
Oh.
And you shouldn't miss that one. That is excellent.
I will be going this year. I've never done it, so I'm going to go along this year and have a look, because I've heard so much about this now. And it's being held at the Academy, of course, with 2 evening performances at 7:30 and 1 Saturday matinee performance at 2:30. Tickets cost £7 from High House Insurance at 121 in the High Street.
And our very own Keith is appearing.
Yes, what's Keith doing in it?
I don't know.
You don't know?
He usually sings, so...
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
I could just imagine him doing like a...
Yeah.
What was that lady? Oh, Mrs. Twanky? Madam Twanky?
Oh, no.
No, it's not like that.
No.
Can you imagine Keith doing that, though?
I can.
Yes, so can I. Yeah, I think we'll just have to... Yes, it is. But I think we should get him doing that.
Yes.
At Christmas, maybe we
Hope
could
he's
put up...
listening to this.
Oh, yes, I'm listening, John. Don't worry about that.
Maybe we could put on a panto at Christmas, Keith.
Yes.
With you being Madam Twanky. That would be good. Go on then, say it. I don't know what I'd be, but I'll be the little green plant or something, you know, like Jack and the Beanstalk. Saturday the 15th of August sees the Seal Model Boat Exhibition, a free entry in the Methodist Hall in the High Street from 10 till 4 p.m. Refreshments are available. And again on Saturday the 15th, you've got the Scout Group Cream Teas, Yum Yum, in the Scout Hall, School Lane from 11 till 3. They've also got a bouncy castle, a barbecue, and much, much more going on there. Yeah. So something for all the family.
That's the one I was thinking about when you started.
That's it. There's
a bit too much food and bouncy castle. They don't mix, do they?
Green tea, barbecue and bouncy castle?
Yes.
No, I don't think so. At the Legion on Saturday evening, you've got the HB band playing, and that's a good all-round entertainment evening. You can get on the dance floor and do a little boogie if you fancy that, and listen to some live music. On Sunday the 16th of August, we've got the triathlon tryout. Run 2k, cycle 7k and swim 200 metres. God, you Selsey lot, you're so energetic out there. I don't believe it.
I might participate as part of the audience, but that's...
Yeah, I'll be an observer.
Yes,
I'll take a photo at the finishing line.
Yes, yes.
I could take one of you pretending to cross it.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No. Run 2k, cycle 7k and swim 200 metres. Details from telephone 603 983 or email at sportstream.org.uk. Meet at 10 o'clock at East Beach Car Park. Oh, I'll be able to see them from my house. I'll be able to look over there and watch them all take off. On Monday the 17th and Tuesday the 18th of August, we've got Grease the Musical, the school edition, hey?
Yes.
Cloud9 Musical Theatre Group, being held at the Academy School. There's 2 performances each day at 2:30 and 7 o'clock. Tickets cost £5 from High House Insurance at 121 in the High Street.
Now that should be a good show.
It should, shouldn't it? Grease the Musical.
Yeah. They've put a lot of effort into that.
Yeah, I've heard an awful lot about that too. It's having the time to go around to all these things, but if you make the effort, and there's an awful lot of us in Selsey really that should make a bit more effort. Me included, I'm including me in that.
Yeah, and me.
On Monday the 17th of August, the Selsey Cinema Club presents Interstellar, a special sci-fi themed film to coincide with the Sir Patrick Moore's lecture being held on Tuesday the 18th at the Selsey Centre. The film will be shown at the Selsey Town Hall at 7:30 and tickets cost £5 from the Town Hall or on the door. And you know what, that's it for this week, but there's quite a lot in there, there's quite a lot packed in, if you fancy doing something every day. Lots for the children to do.
Yes.
You know,
a lot for everybody actually.
Green teas and all triathlons and wine tasting. We could have a really busy week. Anyway, John, that's it for this week, so I'll see you soon.
Okay. Thanks very much, Lynn. Thanks. Bye.
See what they're like when I'm not there? That Lynn casting me as Widow Twanky. I'll get me home back, Lynn. Be sure of it. Hi, and welcome once again to Keithy's Kitchen. Got a nice summery recipe for you this week. It's chicken garden salad with elderflower dressing. Something a bit different, a bit unusual. And this is what we need. A bunch of asparagus, now that's about 8 spears. Cut the woody ends off and throw them away. And then cut them in half lengthways. We need 200 grams of sugar snap peas. We need 140 grams of fresh or frozen peas. 1 small cooked chicken, skinned and boned, and throw the skin and bones away, we don't want that. And then shred the meat. 250 grams of radishes, and you can get these in different colours now, radishes, so try it, just adds a bit of colour to the presentation. 1 red onion, halved and thinly sliced. 1 large curly round lettuce, or 2 little gems, little gem lettuces. And just tear that up and put that one side. And we need a handful of pea shoots. Well, they're optional, you could take them or leave them actually. And for the dressing we need 2 tablespoons full of elderflower cordial, 2 tablespoons of white wine vinegar, the zest and juice of 1 large lemon, and 3 tablespoons of extra virgin rapeseed oil. And this is what we do. We bring a medium pan of water to the boil and fill a large bowl with ice cold water. Drop the asparagus into the pan, and after 1 minute add the sugar snap peas, and after another 30 seconds tip in the other peas and cook that for another half a minute. Then drain and tip the vegetables into the icy water, and this will cool them quickly, and it'll help to keep the colour vibrant and also keep the bite. After 1 to 2 minutes, drain them and set them aside in a colander while you prepare the other ingredients. Now, drain your bowl and pour in the dressing ingredients with plenty of seasoning and whisk it all together. Add the chicken, the radishes, onion, the cooled and drained vegetables and the lettuce, and gently toss everything together until well coated in the dressing, and the easiest way really is to use your hands. And then pile the salad onto a large platter and scatter over the pea shoots if you're using them, and serve straight away. It's as simple as that. Right, and our next dish is equally as simple, and it's called Indian summer salad. Now that doesn't mean to say you've got to wait for a sunny spell in the middle of winter. It's to do with the country India and not the type of summer. Anyway, we need 3 carrots, a bunch of radishes, 2 courgettes, half a small red onion and a small handful of mint leaves roughly torn up. And for the dressing we need 1 tablespoonful of white wine vinegar, 1 teaspoonful of Dijon mustard and 1 tablespoonful of mayonnaise and 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And this is what we do. Grate the carrots into a large bowl, thinly slice the radishes and courgettes and finely chop the onion. And mix all the vegetables together in the bowl with the mint leaves. Now, for the sauce, we whisk together the vinegar, the mustard and the mayonnaise until smooth. Then gradually whisk in the oil, add salt and pepper to taste, then drizzle over the salad and mix well. And the leftovers, if there are any, and I doubt that there will be, they'll keep in a covered container in the fridge for up to 24 hours. And that's it, simple as that. So that's 2 lovely summer recipes, and let's hope the summer lasts long enough to eat both of them. It's good to welcome back now our old friend, raconteur, writer and general good egg, Mr. Ellis Berg.
An interview at the Academy. Thank you for seeing me after all, Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen. You see, I handed in my application for the post of French teacher directly to your office 2 days before the deadline. Yes, I know it didn't arrive at your entry until this morning. Well, actually, I know now. I mistook the school office. Yes, and the school cook hadn't anybody to... Well, anyway, I really appreciate your generosity in allowing me to present myself and my credentials, as it were, to the Board of Governors, to you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry, I don't quite understand. You had decided not to put me on the short list, and yet I'm here. I see. You heard me crying in your secretary's office and simply wanted to know what was wrong. Oh, is that all? Dear, dear, I can soon tell you. They were tears of joy. I remembered my head of department assuring me that the reference he was writing would get me any post in the country, or indeed out of it. In fact, and you'll find this hard to believe, he actually suggested I took a fortnight's sick leave while he decided on the wording that would blaze a trail from his school to anywhere as far as I liked. You have his letter there. Oh, that is really helpful. He couldn't wait for me to get a new job. Would it be possible to hear what he... Oh, you have every intent... Oh, yes, of course I can tell you what he means, though it rather speaks for itself. He says my classroom control is beyond anything he has ever seen. Well, he is generous, and he was always coming into my classroom to observe my methods. He used to jot down little notes which he said would open the Ofsted inspector's eyes. He used to joke that he never knew what I'd do next. He was very relieved to see that the boys recovered after the guillotine demonstration. He agreed it was most ingenious of them to improvise with my chair, a wastepaper basket, a football, and a piece of glass from the broken window, which had just been repaired. Again, he went on to say that I was teaching the syllabus entirely to my satisfaction, and that I was making it realistic. Slightly more than he would have liked, and the headmaster was a little worried about the number of parents. Anyway, he noted that my contention that education wasn't divided up into watertight compartments was demonstrated in teaching où sont les toilettes, and then allowing the class to practice at their convenience. Oh, convenient. I've only just seen that one. Yes, a very popular one. That. How many lessons? Oh, not more than 2 or 3. Yes, I did take some students to Paris. Such an exciting trip. And full advantage was taken of the facilities. Yes, as you say, they'd learnt that one. The boys were particularly adventurous, although the gendarmerie looked rather puzzled when they were greeted with "Good morning" by all the boys. The girls seemed to think they would understand "I will only say these once," but in the end the gendarmerie was so helpful, watching the children wherever they went. And the lot of the pupils came home quite safely 2 or 3 days ago. They told me they'd been to 1 or 2 clubs and stage shows. Highly commendable initiative, don't you think? The boys found the Moulin Rouge and Folies Bergère very instructive, though the girls thought the management thoroughly mean and didn't spend enough on the women's costumes. Luckily, they all had credit cards, so their parents didn't have to worry about finding the euros. I'm not surprised at your reaction. It isn't often... Oh, I say, that's really kind of you, especially as I've other schools I've applied to. You think I should renew my application in 3 or 4 years' time? If I'm still teaching, now there's our thought. Yes, you're most considerate, and I shall certainly bear you in mind. Well, thank you very much. Thank you for seeing me, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, and it's a wonderful academy. I'd love to be here, but perhaps later on, yes. I really must apologise again about knocking over the water and the chair. Yes, and the table. Which way is the office? Mustn't forget my travelling expenses, must I?
Well, thank you once again to Ellis Berg there. A rather amusing story. Now, some of you, I hear, will be saying, where's Video Watch? Well, unfortunately, Dennis Cowan, who presented Video Watch and other programmes, decided to depart for pastures new and go and seek his fortune working for another radio station or presenting for another radio station. Now, if you feel that you could fill Dennis's boots, well, we'd like to hear from you. So if you think you'd like to have a go at presenting some of these shows on Selsey Internet Radio, please contact us on 07551193019 or email us at studio.selseyinternetradio@gmail.com. And who knows, you could be on air and all your friends will be listening to you in the very near future. Now, in the next couple of weeks, we're going to have more Grease in Selsey than a trucker's breakfast, and that's because there are 2 productions of Grease going on. One is the film that's on down on the beach on the big screen, and we all look forward to that. Probably more importantly is a local production by Cloud9 of Grease, and that's more important because it's done by local youth and youngsters. They don't like to be called youngsters, but anyway. And in the studio with me now is Sue Graves. And Sue's going to tell us some things we probably didn't know about producing a show. Sue.
Thank you, Keith. Very nice to be here. Cloud9, once every 5 years or so, we save up a lot and we try and do a really, really big production. And 5 years ago, we did High School Musical. And this time we felt Grease was the one that the kids really wanted to do. So way back at the beginning of the year, I went to see if we could get the rights on it, which is owned by an American company called Theatrical Rights Worldwide, based in New York. And they're very pernickety about this stage play as to who gets the right for it, and we had to send all sort of paperwork to prove that we are who we said we were, and they actually legally looked into our position, and we were very pleased that we actually got accepted to do it. But
So most people have no clue whatsoever of what you've got to do to get the rights to perform a particular show. I know I didn't have before I joined Sakos. I was totally clueless, and I thought if you want to put a show on, you just do it. And you know, how do you get the lines? Well, you remember them from what you've seen on the film or the telly, because obviously it don't work that way. But if people really knew what it was like to try and get rights to perform shows, people often say to me, well, why don't Sakos, they did a fantastic show the other year, why don't they do this? Well, because it's not available. Or we can't have it because it's on in London, or you know.
Absolutely, yes.
And people have no idea, so I can sympathise. I can imagine what you went through to get it.
So once we got the rights, it actually has cost us, just in the rights alone, and to rent the music, £2,300 before we even started.
That's something else people don't realise as well.
Yes, and because this is the stage show, which is different from Grease the film, we had to actually additionally buy the music, which cost us another $300, for the actual songs that everybody knows, which is Grease, Sandy, Hopelessly Devoted, all the movie songs which actually weren't in the stage show, we've had to actually buy, which of course we have done. How can you do Grease without the songs that everybody knows?
Yeah, it's doesn't make much sense, will it?
So fortunately, our production of Grease is the stage show, which is ever so slightly different, but it does have all the same songs and the routines in it. So,
well, I'm really looking forward to it, obviously, because I know some of those that are in it, and I know what they're capable. I do know that it's going to be well worth the £5 a ticket. That
oh,
you're charging.
absolutely.
You know,
And
what can you get for £5?
Well, not a lot these days. Almost not a cup of coffee, I would
Well,
think.
yeah, exactly that. And as I say, I know the talent of certainly some of those that are in it.
We've got.
And I can't wait to go and see it.
We've got an amazing cast. They are so enthusiastic. They have worked themselves to the ground to rehearse it and get it right. And actually, 4 of the cast have been particularly amazing, because we then realised we needed to hire a grease car. You cannot do Grease without Grease Lightning.
No.
And to my horror, I found out that you could hire it for £400, but most of the places you could hire them from would charge you probably £500 each way to deliver it.
Yes, yeah.
And I thought, oh my goodness, this is another £1,500. But the amazing Townsend boys, Sam, Charlie, Dan, and with their dad Simon Townsend, would you believe, have actually built a Grease Lightning for us?
Fabulous.
It is absolutely remarkable. It has tail fins, it has an upholstered black leather seat, it has wheels, it has a door that opens, and it actually can take 4 or 5 people dancing on it. It's structured. And we are so proud of this car.
I can imagine. Yes, I can
so
imagine.
we actually have Grease with the right songs and with Grease Lightning.
Well, we want people with greasy palms now to part with their cash and go and buy tickets. Now, I imagine tickets are going very well.
Tickets are going extremely well. We're really, really pleased.
I mean, it seems to me that everything at the moment, and let's hope it carries on for a little while longer, is selling out. People seem to be on an entertainment kick at the moment. Chaplin, I believe, is sold out now.
That's amazing, totally sold out. It's the most brilliant show. Because I'm involved with these two, I'm the stage right dresser. So I sit behind a screen pulling men's trousers on and off throughout the whole of the show, but somebody has to do it.
Well, it's a terrible job that somebody has to do.
But no, it's an amazing show, and I hope a lot of people manage to get to see it.
Well, I should be going tomorrow night, actually.
We look forward to seeing
Tuesday.
You
Yes,
really enjoy it.
I'll be there tomorrow night to see that, and I've ordered my tickets for Grease off of Neil Kimber in High House Insurance down High Street, who's selling the tickets. So I've ordered tickets for Grease from him, so if you go down there and he's only got 2 left, they're mine. And of course, I don't need to buy a ticket for End of the Pier show.
No, because hopefully you are
my,
in it.
my wife has bought her ticket, which is very good of her, and her friends. So. But yeah, it's we really are fortunate in what we get in Selsey. And August is a fabulous month, isn't it?
I have to say, if people say they can't find anything to do in August, well, words fail me. I think there's so much to do. I don't think you can possibly keep up with it. It's just incredible.
Yeah, there is. In actual fact, if anything, you're probably spoiled for choice. But of course, with ticket prices being as cheap as they are, for all these shows...
Well, we try and keep them down. I would rather people came to see the shows than they say, I can only go and see one show because I can't afford the other ones. So we're delighted that Greece is £5, which we'd like as many people as possible to just come and see it.
So that's on at the Academy.
It's on at the Academy. It's on Monday the 17th and Tuesday the 18th with a matinee at 2:30 and evening at 7. Wonderful. And we're really looking forward to a big audience singing along with all the songs.
So if you go and see the End of the Pier show and you want a second helping, you can go and see Greece.
Absolutely.
And if you're torn between going to the End of the Pier show and Greece, well, dip in your savings and get an extra £5 out because it'd be more than worth it.
Oh, thank you, Keith. We'll look forward to seeing you.
Thanks very much, Sue. See you soon. Now, amid all the excitement, let's not forget that we've also got the big screen coming to East Beach, so where you can see Greece again. And also, of course, Jaws. Now, what could be better than sitting by the side of the sea where we recently saw, well, not if we bend the truth a little bit, we recently saw 50 sharks, and sitting and watching Jaws. Gotta be good fun. So get yourself along to all these things that are going on because they're put on for the benefit of people of Selsey and visitors, of course. And we'd love to see you all of them. And if you do see me at the End of the Pier show, by all means come up and say hello or whatever you like, but try and keep it clean. And I'd look forward to seeing you. Well, that's all, sadly, for this week. Other than to say, don't forget, if you want to be part of the show, or if you want to help produce it, if you think you're not really up for presenting, but you'd like to help produce a show, or you just want to contact us and make a comment, pass an opinion, whatever you'd like to do, you can do that by texting us on 0755 119 3019, or you can email us at studio.selseyinternetradio@gmail.com, and we'll look forward to hearing from you. Well, that's it for this week. It just remains for me to say thank you to John Fletcher and Lynn Reeve, and to yourselves for listening. This is Keith Barnes saying, see you again soon. Bye for now.